Hey everyone, Fawkesy here, and welcome back to episode 2 of my The Outer Worlds Let's Play, featuring Bob, your lovable idiot. Thanks for the outpour of support, everyone. I greatly appreciate it, and thanks especially to Chris M. and Magdalena for the comments on my video. It was awesome reading those, and just the overwhelming gratitude that I have for all of you for watching this video and for checking me out is immeasurable. So I greatly appreciate it all, and I'm happy to bring you this second episode. And so off camera, I've done a little bit digging into the Outer Worlds, and I looked at the inventory screens here, and I found a few different things. Our light pistol should be swapped out here for this one that does significantly more damage. That kind of explains a few things from the last episode. And then also we have some better gear, armor to put on as well. Doesn't seem like it matters too much, so we'll go ahead and equip those both. And then also, since we're playing on Supernova, we have to keep up with our food, water, and sleep, but it looks like we're okay right now, so I'll hold on to all this. And that's all. So, let's get moving, everyone. There we go. Hold X to equip, just like in Bethesda games. Let's go straight to the town leader, and then we can start exploring from there. Not sure if this is illegal or not, but screw it. Wow. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. Schedule sick leave. Consider it towards other members of Spacer's Choice. 2 to 4 weeks to process approved scheduled sick leave. That is ridiculous. We are truly in a dystopian society. Let's go ahead and visit the leader of this town, Edgewater. So I greatly appreciate everything from the last video and the insights I gained from you all on where you're engaged, where you're not engaged. So I might drop this episode down to 30 minutes. We'll see, depending on a natural stopping point.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
No problem, Reed. You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in
It's got better
very
stats.
good taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on
Now, this isn't a
dismantling it.
completely blind playthrough for me. I
beg
know
your
she's a
pardon.
companion
I
at
am
some
most
point.
emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And
That's
I
a
happen to
devious
know
looking face he
exactly
just
how
gave
you
me.
may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us.
Give and
Please,
take.
Hear me out.
I'm not surprised.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is
I think
being
keyword
squandered.
mostly there.
Go
Something's
down
wrong
to the
here.
geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along with
There. Sounds like, yeah, mostly abandoned. What do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not
Yep.
legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
A little bit slimy. I don't know about these people.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness.
I'm not sure that's the dynamic
The
here.
people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why do you need that?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I
Oh,
need
that doesn't
those
sound good at all,
workers back
actually.
at their stations.
Well, alright, let's start with helping. I don't want to be a complete jerk to this guy yet.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Adelaide. All right, Adelaide and Reed are the two head honchos for the respective organizations. Sure. How do I recognize this Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Okay.
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining.
He has no response to that. That's concerning.
Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Will she? I'll see what I can do.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part
I'll
ways
be happy to
with
use the
Miss
help.
Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yeah, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so...
What is she,
I'm
an
all set.
engineer? Tactician?
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Companions. Provide combat support, enhance my skills, increase carrying capacity, I love that. Always treat my companions like pack mules in the Bethesda games. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill, and we all know Bob is a very inspiring individual. Okay. Sounds good. May require complete another quest. Okay. But for now, we have Parvati, which sounds like Havarti cheese. But she's with us nonetheless. Alright, let's move. Get in the elevator. I'm assuming she'll join us. Yep, she teleports. Excellent. That's Obsidian. Hey, what is she?
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Oh,
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
yeah.
It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
I figured as much.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced.
Well, this
The
town
deserters
seems
are
pretty
decent
cutthroat.
folk.
Spacer's
I knew
Choice
some
seems
of
to have an
them
iron thumb
before they
over it.
left.
Yeah, how well do you know them?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk.
Okay,
put
she's
my head
very
down.
much an introvert.
There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Well, do you know Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste
A
decent.
flavorist is very important.
She used to work up in
Interesting.
the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do.
Ooh.
I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Yelling. Alright, tell me about that.
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words.
That's a shame.
If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
So they're fine people, alright. So what though?
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders or
Apologies for
wolves.
the background noise if you can hear
It
that.
just... It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Sure, I'll talk to him. Why not? I want to explore this town anyway. Sure, what do we need to talk to him about, though?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors.
Questions of morality?
Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go... It's just an idea.
Alright, I get that. Let's start skipping some dialogue here, I understand. Where can I find
The
him?
mission's on the east side of town.
Okay, east side of town. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody...
Yep.
That's what my...
We need to consider all the sides. Well, let's move. Very corporate-like in here. Vending machines. What do you got? Offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. Hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items. Okay. Restricted items can only be purchased when you have a high enough reputation with the associated faction or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Looks like I can sell. I do have the skill. Alright, excellent. Let's sell this. Can I sell this? No, I don't have the prerequisite skill. Okay. Anything interesting here? Unfortunately, my lack of knowledge about this game is going to show. Oh, this armor is 10 times better. Buying things this early on, though, I feel like would be a mistake. So, gives us some goals of what we can potentially get. Some mods, too. Good to see. Okay. Alright, let's get moving. Apologies, let's look at this log real quick. Someone lost a hand while working. Unscheduled amputation. Alright, I don't like these people. I think we're going to go with the deserters, depending on how they view the world. Same goods. Mostly same goods. We are not thieves. Okay. Let's get out of here. So that is the botanical app. Let's go talk with Vicar.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
Lives on the edge of town, it looks like. Okay, looks like that's not stealing. Excellent. Alright, in we go.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
It is kind of too clean compared to the rest of the town. Alright, Vicar. How are you?
And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to.
Alright, kind of like
Name
a
your
priest.
poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Interesting. What sort of spiritual advice do you offer?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Like a work psychologist? Is he trying to get people... Yeah, is that what he's selling here? Really?
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of
they're
wisdom
not
to your
tried and true.
liking.
I was gonna ask what your religion was about, but is it really religion?
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
But like... How much to put in a good word for me? Yeah. I want a good word with the Grand Architect.
That's not how it works. The Grand Architect has no concern for us beyond setting the plan in motion.
I don't get it.
Obviously. Look, If we can figure out how to read the grand plan, we can more perfectly align ourselves to it, bringing everyone peace.
Bob is not a fan of this grand plan. He needs to know what this acronym OSI stands for.
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
I already asked this. Come on, Bob. You can't repeat yourself. Bob would repeat himself, though.
That's not how it...
So what's your part in all this?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once the future,
all right, so
the past,
religious
each person's place within the plan, all
mumbo
will be laid
jumbo.
out. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock man.
I'll buy in. How does it work? Tell me more.
Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices.
Okay, thank God.
I'm
you're
kidding, I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand...
All right. I don't think I care that much. Bob isn't really into religion. Doesn't understand it. He more so is concerned what this...
I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've
sorry,
tried to
Parvati.
engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal.
That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you.
Yeah.
Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
I haven't heard any talk. Can Parvati get that treated by a sawbones?
I see today we'll be conversing without metaphors. I'd guess her condition is incurable. It's unlikely to be fatal, but she may feel more heartache than most.
Could you maybe stop talking about me like I'm some kind of weird bug?
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is it possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious
I
on
got
your way
that
to
on
the
the way in.
geothermal.
Sure. Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical... I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library.
Okay.
My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have...
Handsome? What kind of weirdness you all into around here?
What? You seem the perfect type to go blindly into the wild on a
Yes,
suicidal
Bob
quest.
very much is.
I'm looking for a journal, a handwritten book.
You got it. I love money. Bob likes big, shiny things. Tell me more about this book.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands.
Tell me more about the book.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of... Not many in this cult.
I'll look for it.
Thank you. If you...
Okay. Let's get out of here. Yep, he told me basically what I already knew. And, we've done enough talking for now. Let's go to the botanical lab. It's gonna be a dialogue-heavy game, I can already tell. Which is definitely entertaining for some, but for others, they want to see combat. Let me know if you want me to rush certain parts, or get more into the dialogue. Oh, it's way over there. Okay.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but one.
Who are you? Oh, you look scary.
Thank the law. You ever swung a truncheon?
Yeah, you owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Nice. I'll be considerate. You okay? You seem a little confused babbling on earlier.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Oh, they mean to.
Oh, gosh.
Just you wait. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence.
Okay, he wants us to clear out some
When the
creatures.
swarms of mechanicals come climb.
I understand. What can I do to stop this incoming apocalypse?
You can gird yourself in the armor of righteousness, soldier.
I'm a proud member of the
From this-
Resistance. Excellent.
They have sent a scout. The scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations.
All right. Remove the mechanical scout.
Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I
right,
think the
shoot the
technical
midsection.
term is,
Blue glowy square thing. Thank you for dumbing that down for Bob.
go on.
One more question. What do you have against these mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there?
I can't say I have, actually.
Pray to the law that you... First they will rob us of our jobs.
All right. Thanks. Sleep on your ship every day to prevent exhaustion. Without sleep, your exhaustion will get worse over time, reducing my temperament, intelligence, strength, and eventually death. Okay. I'm still good, though, it looks like, on sleep, according to that bar in the top left. What's up, workbench? Can I improve everything here? There's no mods, right? Nope. Nope. Okay. Alright. What about die robots? Is there... Alright, the robot's close. Let's go kill this robot. Bob's all about that action. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Wonder if you can go to the top of that. Probably not. Maybe, though. Bob isn't much about stealth. He's gonna run up on this guy.
He ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Yeah, he doesn't seem very threatening, yeah.
Search.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
I'm just gonna give it a good smack.
Ooh, ow, could you not? I mean, it's a mechanical, sure, but that just seems mean.
Navigation systems
He didn't like it.
operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Hey, don't you owe me something? I just repaired you with that good old smack.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving
Oh.
the Spacer's Choice family.
I'm done. It's ridiculous. Level up. Nice. Let's go ahead. I have 8 points available. Let's go ahead and do that. And, we definitely need some more in our guns. Hack 20 unlock the ability to sell vending goods. Yeah, let's go ahead. So here, let's put in 5 so that we can sell goods without this buff. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't actually apply to the base skill unlocks. And then we have this already. And the rest will go in guns. Yeah, you can't do individual ones, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Wonderful. Let's apply. command your companions to do special abilities. Okay. Nothing else. So if I want her to do... Looks like I have to do that on an enemy. What is this?
In a jiff. Be right there.
Oh, like move to position?
On my way.
And what is this? Compass? I don't know. We'll find out in the midst of combat, I imagine. Well, I was expecting a fight. And all I had to do was give the good old boy a smack. And it seemed to fix him right up. Let's see if that achieved the outcome he wants. I don't think it did. We'll find out.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case?
I sure did.
Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one. In the enemy cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets.
I'll take a secret weapon. I don't feel like I want to insult this guy. He might just not let me have his weapon anymore. I'll take it. I'll let you know if I find
On the
it.
double, soldier.
Alright, thanks. I want this weapon. On the move. Bob here's cool, unique weapon. Bob will beeline it immediately to it. Behind the lavatory. Makes me think the weapon is akin to crap, but we will see.
You're not a big drinker.
Don't mind me, y'all.
Brendan said we...
What did I get? I have to return to him? Oh, come on. Alright, let's have some conversations. Nah, we've had enough talking. We'll come back later. Alright, this weapon better be good. Bob's having to do a lot of running for this.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Sure thing. Found it.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit. Designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge.
That sounds good to me.
I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand
Mag to
volts in its
zap.
guts.
I like the sound of that. How do I use it?
There's a workbench right through this door.
Oh, lovely.
Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the... Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction.
I think I have it already, right? Learn their ways.
You got pluck, kid. But no, can't risk having you go native. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain.
How am I supposed to get one of those logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic...
Intact model? Okay.
I don't reckon so.
Oh.
I work with gears and pistons and such.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them best.
I'll keep an eye on her. You got it, Ludwig. Yes, sir, Commander.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Thank you, Ludwig. Yeah, let's go ahead and install it. Modifications. Both armor and weapons can be modified. Oh, can't be removed. Oh. Alright. How valuable is this thing? I can't imagine one of the first mods you get is the most valuable. So let's go ahead and apply it. I think, to our strongest weapon. Yep. Yep. Let me know in the comments if I just made a grave mistake. Alright. It's applied, right? Yeah, excellent. Okay. What's next, huh? Let's go ahead and... Well, where is this? I like the idea of fighting some marauders. Let's go ahead and test this gun out on him. Pistol in the secondary. Alright. Oh, there's an enemy right there. Right? Or he seems rather docile. Is he sleeping? He killed someone, though. Sorry. Very nice. Oh, that was out of nowhere. Wow. All right. So Bob goes a little sleepy time just for a little bit. And he wakes up having, let's see. Bob is back to returning to Ludwig after retrieving the pouch, it looks like. Okay. Found that package.
Your eyes.
Sounds like fun, I guess. Already got it. Simple enough. Thanks. Let's try that again. Alright. This shotgun sucks. I'm gonna remove it. Can I remove for now? For some reason... That is bizarre. Why can't you remove these? Alright. Okay, that'll do. Let's try this again, shall we? He woke up.
Wow! Great work!
That worked, yeah, nice. Take all their loots. I don't know how much wings sell for, but who knows? Take a hacking tool, spacer's chaw, tartar sauce, tarmac cheese. Kane von Acker, an ethologist assigned to Terra 2 this week. I've decided to study Pitroi mating habits, and it looks like that was the death of him. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site, and don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistants. Well, you decided to go off alone because your gung-ho about your job got you killed. So, bet you're feeling pretty stupid in the afterlife. Alright. Rest in peace, though. That was a little bit rude. A little bit cruel. Let's move. Do I have anything for water? Does any of this give you water? Is it alcohol? Doesn't look like it. So let's just use this. Gave me food, yeah. Okay. We don't care about the logic module. We want the book. On the road again. Find yourself a friend who treats you well. Here we are. Oh. No, we don't use stealth. This is Bob.
Here we go.
Okay. Take cover, Havarti. That's good damage. Where is... Did she die? That wasn't very long. Oh, so do I. Alright, this is gonna be tough. These guns don't do a lot of damage. I think I really need to take advantage of the time dilation. I don't know if companions dying, is that permanent in this supernova mode? I imagine it is. Yep, I got the package. I know how to use it because I've been here before. Deja vu. I already got the passcode, thanks. Simple enough, thanks. I'll leave you be. We're not doing that anyway. We're gonna need the upgrades, it looks like. These enemies are strong. Alright, let's try that again. This game is tough on Supernova. I should have expected that, though.
I'm ready for this.
Alright, can you hit those birds? Ooh, my aim is trash. Wrong button. Okay. Still have lots to learn with this game, but I'll get there. Don't you worry, guys. Alright. Let's go. Try it one more time, huh? Start taking some buffs, perhaps. Well, we didn't loot anything. We're gonna have to rely on this assault rifle, clearly. Because my pistol is garbage. In comparison. Alright, let's go ahead. Ranged weapon spread. I like the sound of that. Have the tartar sauce. And, yeah. Okay.
Be right there.
So this is like a come to me command? Yeah, quickly. Okay. This is a ping, maybe? I'm not sure what this one, the top one is. Hopefully this is worth it. Use all my good ammo. Alright, Bob. Bumbling idiot here. Can we kill him quickly? I doubt it. Havarti, don't run into the middle of the fight. Parvati, is she knocked out? What happened? I don't understand. Nice. Alright, let's switch over to my crappier weapon for... Are they all dead? I think they are. Excellent. Is Parvati dead too? Where is she? Let's take everything at the moment. Is that Parvati? Did she die? Already? Well, alright. R.I.P. Parvati. We knew her for all of 2 seconds. She left the party. Yeah, she died. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Do I need to tell her to wait? Got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to Edgewater Cannery. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop. Can't bear to part it. Don't want those books smoldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them away in a cave over by the river. Alright. Cave by the river. Let's head to it. That's bad. Oh, if they die on Supernova, they stay dead. Alright, well. I don't think we want that. Sorry, guys. Alright, can I tell her to, like, wait here or something?
You mean about the mission?
Can I... It's not my fault she can't hold her own in combat. I don't want her dying super early.
Yeah. That's on account of how I never met her.
Yeah.
I don't rightly know. She was in another division. Her contract said any kids
She's got mommy and daddy issues. Is that correct? The minute she thought of having a kid, they put it down on her. I am really quite stupid.
No, conception isn't... Has nobody ever taught you about
No, Bob
this?
is very clueless about this stuff. We'll talk later. Alright. Alright. Come on. Deja vu. Been here before. Thank you for the mission. Alright. Simple enough, thanks. Sorry, guys. Let's take this. Yep. Alright, can you wait here? Alright, I'm just gonna do my best to keep you alive, I guess. Alright. Lovely. If I tell you... Hold no.
Okay.
Yeah, can you stay there? Yeah, stay there. Alright. Okay, good. I can handle these guys myself. Nope, she did not stay there. Why am I wasting ammo? I would smack these guys real quick. Oh, she does good damage though. Okay. Stay
No problem. I'll head over.
here. Stay there. Alright. You will die if you come with me. Okay. Let's take the buffs. Tartar sauce. And where is that drink? The chaw. There we go. Okay. She's gonna stay there, right? No, just
Sure.
stay there.
In a jiff. Heading out.
Stay there. All right. I have a feeling she's not gonna listen to my command. All right. Stay there. One-man army. We don't need no help. I have a feeling she's gonna teleport as soon as I start shooting. Stop on the rolls the first time. No, oh, I swear, Parvati, and she's dead. Alright, okay. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call that an episode. Clearly, I need to figure out a few things about the game mechanics here. Parvati keeps getting herself killed, and I don't want to lose companion dialogue that I know that I've seen to be quite intriguing. So I'll figure that out, and next episode she will be staying put wherever that is. She is an absolute sponge for damage. She cannot take any of it, and she dies immediately. So need to figure that out. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Some of the commentary and some of the comedic moments that we found ourselves in. Not my best gameplay-wise, but clearly Havarti, might as well be a slice of Havarti cheese, is the weak link here. So I'll catch you all in the next one, and that will be coming soon. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.